Hey, welcome to another video. Today is time to change the summer to winter tires. And I have a few good tips for you. How to put your winter tires on safely and some other tips so you can remove them easily. If you like this type of content and you're new, please subscribe. Let's go. Yeah, and this is how I store my tires for the winter. Here are the winter shoes. Yeah, I keep them here in the shed. Perfect condition. And with these tire bags I bought, it doesn't take up too much space. I can see exactly where the tire was in the previous season. Also have it with chalk on the tires. But that's an ideal storage solution that you can put in your shed, in your attic, and even in a small apartment in the storage cabinet. Let's go change some tires. Yeah, and when it comes to mounting the floor jack to jack up your tires, well, one of my most important tips is that you actually try this out a couple of times and get familiar with it before you change or rotate your tires. Because every tire has a different mounting point, as you can see. And yeah, jack responds differently, just, you know, the way you pump it up and everything. So just test it out a couple of times until you're comfortable. And then actually start with the tire change. And another thing is that you have to be absolutely sure that you're comfortable with it. If for some reason you have the feeling the puck is not sitting good, or you know, these wheels, they need to be aligned straight, so that once you jack it up, it can drive itself in there as the jack lifts up. So just do it until you're absolutely sure about it. Doesn't matter. I mean, I did this already and last year, and I still did it 2 or 3 times because I just want to make sure that I do it absolutely right and I'm comfortable with it. So that's another important tip from me. Sehr schön. Yeah, and another tip is when you put the jack stand in place, once you have it fixated, put the extra jack axle stand under it and then very gently open this ventil so that the car actually rests already on this one. Then if something with the main jack fails, you always have a backup. And of course, when you then are ready to put the car down, first pump it up a bit, remove the jack stand with the double safety pin here, as you can see. And then once it's removed, you can also remove the jack. Double safety, always better. Very nice. Another important tip is when you remove your wheel locks, that your wheel bolts, is that you always use your wheel rim lock first. And it's always the last one you put on when you put back on the tires. Why? Because and less strong than this one, and then there's the least stress you put on the bolts. So, and once you've removed the tire, it's also a really good idea to just take a look at everything. But maybe even better is just to take a few pictures of what the brake discs look like, the cables on the top, basically 2 or 3 pictures. And then in the house, on your big screen, high definition screen of your computer, you can just see if there's any abnormalities and take action if needed. It's very nice. So once you remove the tire with this small brush, you can literally get in between all the cracks. Unlike my big brush from this fall, this spring. And you can remove here all these pieces of rust that may cause the tire to attach to the hub. So get yourself one of these brushes and just gently go around and get rid of all the rust before you mount the tire. And last year my tire, I put Nigreen Kupferpasta on it, and it attached so well that I was very easy to remove my tire from the hub. So I'm applying this one again. And make sure you put this beautiful stuff only here on the top, see, on this part, and nowhere else, because that's the only part where your tire has actually pressure and where it's mounted. And this we want to make sure it gets rust free so the tire doesn't attach to it. Sehr schön. Make sure that when you mount the tire you pay attention to the rotation. This one can only be mounted on one side, on the left side of the car, because it can only go in one direction. So, and of course at the end, der geile Drehmomentschlüssel aus Deutschland. Yeah. When you've torqued your wheels to the exact number of Newton meter, after 50 to 100 miles, I recommend you retorque them just to see whether nothing funny happened there to these bolts. It's again double security. My garage said, oh, we don't do that anymore, that's not necessary. But I think it's ridiculous. Everywhere you read that it's a good idea. So I also really recommend that you do that. After 50 to 100 miles, 100 kilometers, retorque them just to be sure. And make sure that after you're done, that you completely relax the complete torque wrench when you store it. Then it will last really for ages if it's high quality tools like this Gedore Red from Germany. And remember, only use torque wrench to torque the nuts and not to loosen them. It's essential because of the high precision feather here, which has been calibrated and also certificated. That guy. So now as a final step to get the best tire pressure, get yourself one of these tire pressure TPMS sensors, and then you can reset them so that you're all set for the winter. Let's go. Light blinks in the front, so we go to the left, and then you hold this and you press the button. That's the sound. And then you go to the other side. Light blinking. Put it near the sensor. And that's how you do the whole car. Very nice. So, and as a finishing touch, I have here my AEG backup battery for power outages. It can do many things, but one of the things it does also really well is to put tire pressure. We're going to set it for 300. Los kids. Kids. Go AEG, go! It's so easy. It's probably one of the best purchases I ever made. Yeah, one more tip before you store these tires is a good time to just take a look and remove some of these stones and just inspect the treading if the tire is good, if there are any damages, and then you can put them for storage. Yeah, and then when you're done changing all your tires, my final tip is just to take a moment and to enjoy the result. I mean, that was a lot of hard work, but you saved yourself maybe $100 or more during this stupid inflation. Furthermore, you have torqued them exactly with the right Newton meter. I don't think in all these garages where they're under pressure they'll have time to do that. You checked everything, whether everything is alright. You've mounted these nice icy winter rims that are going to be performing really well with these winter tires from Pirelli. Really like these Ronal winter rims, wheels that I've bought. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you have a set of extra winter tires? Do you use all season tires? Do you change your tires yourself? I'm very happy that I started doing it. Really like the result. I'll show you. And I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you enjoyed the tips. If it was useful, please subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions about changing or rotating your tires. Yeah, if you have any tips you'd like to share, go ahead. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great weekend, a fantastic winter with safe and nice comfortable driving on whatever wheels you have. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great weekend. Ciao, ciao.